All right, let me give y'all a quick update on Mrs. P's country store. She's still coming along. We've about got it ready. We're still waiting on the business license is all we're waiting on now from the state of Florida. And we have went ahead and applied for it online. And that will give us a license to operate as Mrs. P's country store and antique warehouse. So we're going to use this as our eBay warehouse, our antique mall warehouse, and the Black Eyed Pea restaurant next door will sell antiques, and this will be its warehouse. And we will also sell antiques to anybody that is a vendor, an antique vendor. They'll just have to register and become part of our membership club to shop in our warehouse, because this building is still zoned commercial. But we do have it a plan, and we're going to work around it and do the best we can until we can get it rezoned. Really excited. We're going to do some whatnot shows out of here as well. Maybe some eBay live auctions as well. Probably move these Pepsi coolers back over to the restaurant. Have some grab and go items out of there. We're gonna have some jams and jellies and hot sauces and all that stuff branded. We can put it in some of our orders. When we do auctions, we can auction off and add that to some of our giveaways and stuff like that. I did have a gentleman call. He's got some nice items. He said he's gonna bring them up here. I'm gonna try to film that, guys. Try to film it for you. As our first customer to come in and sell us something for the shop. So yeah, we got Chris coming in. We had some issues with our electric, so we didn't have any AC. So I decided to do the whole deal outside. And I thought the palm trees looked pretty good, and I did not think about the audio. It did pick up the voice way better than I thought, but the vehicles driving by was just way too noisy and way too distracting. So this guy just came in, knocked on my back door of the country store, and said, "Hey, do you mind taking a look at some stuff I got? I've got to empty out my storage locker. It's right up the road." And he told me what he had, and I told him I was interested. It was a big steam table with a cast iron base, and he said he had an old Schwinn bike, and he told me the prices. He said 50 and 50, and I said, "I'll give you 50 for the two," and then he came back and said, "I'll bring some other stuff, and we can negotiate." So I had already agreed to give him $200 for 2 racetracks, the bicycle, and the steam table. So we're gonna pull these out of the truck. We kind of go over them here a little bit. I was explaining to him that I have a YouTube channel and country store, Mrs. P's country store, and he was pretty excited. Did not mind being on it at all. So the first track was, he said it was his personal toy from when he was a kid. He must have been a lot different type of kid than me, because nothing I have would be left over because we played hard. But this was a nice ASF slot car track, figure 8. It had a Formula 1 car on the front. Really, really cool. It had all the starting gate, the trigger handles, and all the track. So Walmart truck went by. One of my kids would be like, "Walmart truck." It's a little game we play when family used to travel around. Now all the families play when they're on road trips. Kind of makes me proud, being a 27-year Walmart associate. So anyway, we pull out this steam table with the big base, and I'll show you a better picture of the base is gonna pop up here in a minute, and you'll kind of see what that base looks like. It has some wheels on it, not the original wheels that came with it, but I'm thinking for $50 I can use that for a display piece at the antique mall or here in the country store. Very heavy duty, very industrial steampunk kind of look to it. I think it'll go well. But yeah, I was pretty excited. While he went to pick this stuff up, I looked at some of the comps, and everything I could find on this Varsity Schwinn 1977 showed it being worth, most of them 150 and up to 500, depending on the series and if it was a racing model and this, that, and the other. But this thing was just in really good shape. Had a really good look to it, and basically I paid $50 for it. You'll see here in a little bit, one of my employees who rides a bike to work came over, and he's starting to angle to get the bike. He wants to make payments on it, so I'm pretty excited about that. The bike's probably, some of them on eBay are $500, $600, but I think this one's probably $300, $400. I'll probably end up selling it to Robert for $200, and he'll be super happy. He'll have the nicest bike in town, in his neighborhood anyway. So pretty cool find. So he does show me another item that we hadn't talked about. It was another racetrack. Had 5 cars that went with it. It's pretty exciting. But I did not want to. He wanted $100 just for that piece by itself, and I had already maxed out what I wanted to spend for the day, for the week, really. But this snap-on set that I'm putting up on the table right now, it's a really cool piece. It's unopened, factory-sealed slot car track. And anything with Snap-on, it's worth extra money because Snap-on's a good brand. And when I started looking up the comps, that game or slot car track right there could pay for the whole lot. It could be $250, $230, $250. So I was pretty excited about it. Chris was pretty excited about the deal. I don't think he was expecting to offload all his stuff, but he said he's always out there picking and hunting. He's got a lot of stuff listed on Facebook. So he may have thought he won this deal, but I think I won. Either way, he said he's going to keep looking for more stuff now that he knows what I like. You'll see Robert. Robert is one of the long-term employees there next door at the restaurant at the Black IP. He comes up and starts saying, man, that's a really nice bike. He's got a friend that repairs bikes, and he rides a 10-speed to work every day. So Chris was telling him maybe he's not tall enough to ride this bike because it's a big boy bike. I think it's 27 inches. So I think you got to be about 6 foot tall to even get on that thing. It's almost like getting on a horse. But anyway, he's telling me he wants to make payments on it, and I'll probably let him make some payments on it just because he's a good dude and never misses work, and really, really a good guy. But I'd like to keep it for a while. I mean, it's my favorite color, and it looks really good in the shop. I know it's not a true antique, but very nostalgic for somebody who always wanted a green Schwinn. I had some pretty cool bikes, BMXs. I never had any nice 10 speeds, but we had good BMXs and mongooses and different types of kids bikes. But anyway, we'll do some research. I'll show you at the end some of the comps on all of this stuff. I'll show you what I have some of it listed for. I'm not putting the bike on eBay. It's too big to ship, but there are some listed on eBay, so I'll show you what they went for. I'll show you what the racetrack is going for and what I have it listed. There was some flex track. This flex track was some really cool pieces. It was like $40 just for this one little 36-inch stretch of slot car track. It was going for like $40. So the weather delay on the Trump's birthday fights, UFC fights, is just about over, so that'll be kind of cool to watch. President's coming out now with so we'll watch the fights here in a little bit and see who wins. But hopefully you enjoy watching this. The next one will be inside in the air conditioning, and we'll have real audio, and we'll have real quality video cameras on. Just wanted to give you guys a taste, show you all the inside of the store, let you know kind of where we're at and where we're heading. But super excited. The antique mall store did really good for the month of June. I'm almost to 800 items on my eBay store, Mrs. P's Country Store on eBay. So I'm selling about $100 a day worth in vintage stuff and antique stuff. So go there and take a look. Tell me what you think. If you're interested in any of this stuff you saw today, let me know. I got a deal for you. Oh yeah, I talked about it. I'm not going to rewind, but if you rewind it, you'll see a guy getting out of his car in a wheelchair and going in. He was a long-term customer, ate at our restaurant every day for years. And he's been in a real bad car wreck, and today's his first day coming back to the restaurant in a wheelchair, but he's lucky to be alive. I think he spent 6 months in the hospital, and glory be to God, he's at the Black Eyed Pea, and my daughters were like, say, Dad, he's like the nicest guy in the world, and they gave him a big old hug, so he's excited. So there's the bike inside the store. Just check out some of these listings once we kind of get another recap of what we got. Some track parts, some actual full-blown sets. There's the set right there. Got it listed for $140. There's some comps on the bikes. Some just like it. Here's the racetrack guys. And here, obviously, this one's in better shape and it commands some big money. Look at that. Oh, there's the piece of the track. There's the figure 8 whole set, $235. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a blessed day.